Hello dear students, today I shall be explaining you the chapter Legislature, that is chapter number 14 from a history and civics book. Now before we begin with the chapter Legislature, we need to understand the three organs of the government that helps in the administration of the country, or to say it helps, that means these three organs helps in the governance of the country in a proper way. Number one, we have the legislature. Number two, we have the executive. And number three, we have the judiciary. Now students, we need to understand the simplified version of these three organs. That means we need to understand these three organs in very simple way. And what are the three organs? Number one, the legislature. Now legislature is also known as the Union Parliament. It is also known as the Union Parliament. The Union Parliament is the supreme lawmaking body or the highest legislative body in India. And what does the legislative body do? That means the parliament or the union legislature, it basically makes laws for the country. The legislative branch basically consists of the president, the Rajya Sabha, and the Lok Sabha. Now, the president, though he is the executive head of India, or like let's say he is the executive of the Union of States for India, he is still an integral part of the legislature. Why is this so? This is because a bill passed by Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, I repeat, a bill passed by Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha cannot become a law unless and until it is approved by the president. That means for a bill to become a law, it needs the approval of the president. Organ number two, the executive branch. Now, in the executive branch, we have the president, the vice president, the prime minister, and the council of ministers. The most important work of the executive branch is to execute the laws made by the legislature. The third organ that we have is the judiciary. Now, what does the judiciary do? It protects the laws made by the legislature and executed by the executive branch. And what does the judiciary consist of? The judiciary consists of the Chief Justice of India, the judges of Supreme Court and High Courts, as well as the Supreme Court and the High Courts. Now students, let's try to understand Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is the house of the people. Lok Sabha is the house of the people. In other words, it is also known as the lower house of the Indian Parliament. The members of Lok Sabha, they are directly elected by the process of universal adult franchise, in which people of India who are 18 years and above vote for the candidate of their choice. Coming to the next thing, that is the composition of Lok Sabha. The maximum strength of Lok Sabha, according to the Indian Constitution, is 552. Now, out of these 552 members, not more than 530 members represent the state, and not more than 20 members represent the union territories, and the President nominates, and the President nominates 2 members from the Anglo-Indian community only if the President feels that the community is not adequately represented. Coming to the next thing, the term of Lok Sabha. Now, what is the meaning of the term? That means for how long or for how many years do the members of Lok Sabha hold their office? Now, if a person gets elected to Lok Sabha, that means if he or she becomes a member of Lok Sabha, the maximum period for which a member of Lok Sabha holds his or her office is for 5 years. Now, students, please remember, Lok Sabha is a temporary house and it can be dissolved by the President on the advice of the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers even before the completion of 5 years. The tenure or the term of Lok Sabha may be extended by 1 year during the times of national emergency. Okay, students, coming to the next thing. Elections. As I've already told you all, the members of Lok Sabha, they are directly elected by the citizens of India on the basis of universal adult franchise, which means that any Indian citizens who are 18 years and above vote for the candidate of their own choice. Now, next, coming to the qualifications needed to be a member of Lok Sabha. Suppose if a person wants to be a member of Lok Sabha, what are the qualifications or what is the eligibility criteria needed to be a member of Lok Sabha? First, the person who wants to be a member of Lok Sabha should be a citizen of India. He or she should be at least 25 years of age. That means a person who is less than 25 years of age will not be allowed to be a member of Lok Sabha. A person, in order to be a member of Lok Sabha, should not be having any type of criminal record. He or she should be mentally sound. A person should not be a bankrupt. Okay. Now, moving to the presiding officer of Lok Sabha. The presiding officer of Lok Sabha is the speaker, and whenever the speaker is absent, then we have the deputy speaker who takes over the post of the speaker and controls or conducts the meeting of Lok Sabha. Now, students, coming to Rajya Sabha. It's very important for us to understand that Rajya Sabha is the upper house of the Indian Parliament. It is also known as the Council of States. The composition of Rajya Sabha. The maximum strength of Rajya Sabha, according to the Indian Constitution, is 250 members. Out of these 250 members, 238 members are elected by the states and the union territories. The president nominates 12 members from people who are expert in different fields of life like science, literature, arts, drama, sports, social service, etc. As for example, Sachin Tendulkar, a famous sports personality, a famous cricketer in India, is a nominated member of Rajya Sabha. At present, we have 245 members in Rajya Sabha. Next, coming to the term of the House That is, for how long do the members of Rajya Sabha hold their office? Once a person gets elected to Rajya Sabha, he or she holds the office of Rajya Sabha for a period of 6 years. That means for a period of 6 years, the members of Rajya Sabha are elected. Rajya Sabha is a permanent house and it cannot be dissolved by the president. But students will have to remember one thing, that after every 2 years, after every 2 years, 1/3 of the members retire. They may be re-elected or new members may take their seats. Coming to the elections of Rajya Sabha, the members of Rajya Sabha, they are indirectly elected by the elected members of State Legislative Assembly. The next important thing, that is the qualification for being a member of Rajya Sabha. There is the eligibility criteria. All the things are going to be similar to the eligibility criteria needed to be a member of Lok Sabha. But the only difference in Lok Sabha membership and Rajya Sabha membership is in terms of age. That means for Lok Sabha you needed to be 25 years and above, but for Rajya Sabha you need to be 30 years and above. That means anyone who is less than 30 years will not be allowed to be a member of Rajya Sabha. Okay, next, the presiding officer. The Vice President of India is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. To be very simple, the Vice President of India is the presiding officer of Rajya Sabha. That means every meeting we have in Rajya Sabha is basically conducted in the name of the Vice President of India. Okay, now whenever the Vice President is absent, we have the Deputy Chairman who presides over the meeting of Rajya Sabha. Okay, now students, you'll have to understand that the Deputy Chairman in Rajya Sabha is elected from the members of Rajya Sabha. Thank you students, this much for today. Stay safe, stay at home. Thank you students, bye.